All right, guys, we're back, man. We're jumping right into it. First out of the gate, we're gonna do the oil change and check that. So it's a cloudy day, but we're gonna do like always, and I'm gonna show you the drain pan that is clean, and then we're gonna jump underneath the truck. While I go through the process, we're gonna talk about my honest opinion on the Synthetic Mmo and what I really think about it. But we're still gonna get into putting that other half a quart in there and running it the whole oil change and see what we got. So let's jump right into this. So here's the drain pan, nice and clean. I got everything out of it, man. We didn't want no contamination. You know, we want the best reading as possible. So I got my Castrol in my Fram like always. And then, you know, I always pull my fill cap off to vent the engine so I get all the oil out. So let's jump underneath here and get this party started. All right, so jumping into this, man. So I did put I think it's 16 fluid ounces, which is a half a quart. I put that in the truck, what was it, 2 weeks ago? And I ran it. So I couldn't tell any noticeable difference, not right off the bat, but I did notice, I checked the oil, what was it, 2 days ago I checked the oil, and man, that thing, it made it almost a quart low, which I couldn't believe. I guess it just burned off that quicker, you know, something like that. But the truck did start to run a little smoother. The startup's still terrible. I got something going on, I'm not really sure, but I did want to note that the engine seems to run a little smoother, it idles a little better. So I'm not gonna complain about that. Nice, no mess. But I do want to state that I did notice that after running it for what I think it's 2 weeks, man, that thing, it was almost like I didn't even add the half a quart. And if you remember, or if you didn't watch the video, go back and watch it. I was only a half a quart low, and for me to run it 2 weeks and then be a quart low, that was kind of odd. Now I am noticing I formed a couple of leaks under here, which I can't tell you. I'd have to get a rag to tell you if that's oil or transmission fluid. So I went and got me a white rag real quick. I want to check these drips. I want to see if it's oil or if it's transmission fluid. We know the oil will be dark and the transmission fluid will look red. So here we go. Ooh, I'm not sure. I'm gonna use a clean part of this rag. Ooh. I think that's transmission fluid, guys. And with that being said, this thing has been shifting kind of funny. So, you know, that could be something we got to end up getting into. Doesn't sound like much fun, but if it's what we got to do, it's what we got to do. So we got everything buttoned up, man. I put 5 quarts in there already. So I wanted to note that we all know these Hemi engines take a 520, a 5W20. But seeing it's getting into the hotter months, I'm running a 530. And I know this kind of thins it out some. So since I put the 5 quarts, the Hemi takes 7. We're gonna go ahead and put this at 16 fluid ounces, which equals a half a quart. So I'm gonna show y'all we're dumping the whole thing in there. Y'all know I like to be straight up with you guys, man. We don't play that around here. So I'm gonna show you this. Like I said, it's a cloudy day, man. You cannot see the sparkles as well, but I see quite a bit down in there. I think it did better than the original. If y'all remember, a while back, a couple of months ago, I did the 2 quarts of the original Marble Mist Oil, and I wasn't too impressed with that. But this here's got some good chunks in it. Let me see if I can get some better light on it. You can see some chunks in there. They don't look like metal. They look like maybe debris. You know, where it's cleaning that engine out. So this was only like 2,000 miles, maybe 1,500 miles on this. Y'all saw that I put the other half quart in there. So on a bright day, I'm gonna leave this sitting just like this, and then on a bright day, man, I'm gonna put a rag over it so no debris will get in it. And then we'll cut that filter over and we'll see what's inside it to see what it really is going on. So until that day comes, which will probably be next week, I think it's supposed to rain all week, and then we'll get into that. So until then, man, keep living the dream, doing your thing, like and subscribe. I gotta get out here and do these breaks, and that's what's coming up next. So peace.